Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is day 6 of 100 machine learning project. So today we are diving into a super cool machine learning project classifying breast cancer tumors as malignant or benign using Python. We will use three powerful algorithms, that is logistic regression, SVM, that is support vector machines, and random forest. Don't worry if those sound intimidating to you or like to someone. I'll explain each one with simple analogies, then walk you through the code step by step. By the end, you will understand how these algorithms work and how to implement them. So just hit that like button and let's get started. So when we talk about different algorithms and their analogies, so I will first start, discussing about logistic regression. So we can think of the a seesaw with apples and oranges. So imagine you are sorting apples and oranges on a seesaw, and you want to find the perfect balance point where apples stay on the one side and oranges on the right, on the other, or on the like other side. Logistic regression is like that seesaw. It draws a straight line or a plane in higher dimensions to separate two classes like malignant or benign tumors. It calculates probabilities like saying this tumor is 80% likely to be benign. It's simple, fast, and great when the data can be split into a straight line, with a straight line. You can see the clusters of two different classes in a very good manner, and you can just draw a straight line and you can see, okay, this is how the logistic regression work. So when we talk about the support vector machine, that is the SVM, so you can visualize, like a crowded room with a clear path. So picture a crowded room with two groups of people, and you need to draw a path to separate them without anyone, stepping over. So what you will do, SVM, what does SVM does, SVM finds the widest possible path or margin between the groups. If the groups are all mixed up, SVM uses a trick called a kernel to lift the data into a new space where a clear path exists. And in so when it comes to in our project, is uses RBF kernel to handle tricky, non-linear patterns in the tumor data. It's like finding the best fence to keep two herds apart. So when it comes to the logistic regression, the we can see that it is like very straightforward. If the data that you have is very straightforward, then it helps you to understand like how, it's very straightforward or it has a linear relationship, then you can use logistic regression because it is like if the clusters are together. But if it is little bit scattered, then you can use the support vector machine, where which uses, it draws a hyperplane into the space and then divides the classes into different types of classes. So after discussing these two, let's move to the random forest. So now you can visualize, when it comes to random forest, it's like a group of people, friends voting. So now imagine you are picking a movie with friends, but instead of one person deciding, everyone votes, and you go with the majority. Like random forest is like that group of friends, but each friend is a decision tree making a yes or no, and on basis or no choice based on random bits of information like tumor size or texture. By combining tons of these trees, random forest reduces mistakes and makes super accurate predictions. It's powerful because, it it handles complex patterns and doesn't overfit easily. So you understood that random forest decision tree is also like that. Decision tree, what it does, like it moves with feature, that feature is present or not, and then moves forward, moves down. So random forest is a collections of decision trees, and then so you can see that there is very less chance of overfitting. And with the random forest, when okay, let's take the analogy, same analogy to make you understand. if I was the only person, if I was the only feature, then I can just decide, okay, that I want to go to this movie or not, like I go to watch a like a Matrix movie or not. So I can say yes, I want to, no, I don't want to. But when it comes to like three to four people, there are multiple factors, multiple features involved with different kind of scenarios, different kind of values. Then what we can do, like, because they will bring new movies. Like if I was thinking about Matrix, other person might think about Inception, the other person might think about Interstellar. So there are three to more movies involved, and according to that, a decision is being made. So, and you will choose at, okay, like two people or three people out of five people said that, okay, we want to watch Interstellar, and someone says, yeah, this is a good movie based on the ratings and everything. Then you will move forward with that. So random forest is similar to like that. So now that we get all the algorithms with basic analogies, let's see them in action with the code. So let me just share my screen with the code, and then we can move forward. Okay, yeah, this is it. Okay. So here you can see that I am using SQL, breast cancer dataset from sklearn dataset also. So you can just import it using these kind of variables, and you can move forward with that. So let me give you a very go through this or a code walkthrough through this. So step one, we are loading the data, and first we import the breast cancer data set and pandas, and the data set has 509 tumors with 30 features, but we are using just the first five, like mean, radius and texture, to keep things simple. We create a pandas data frame and a diagnosis column for labels, zero for malignant and one for benign. And now we are in the next column, you can see that we are importing the libraries, including sklearn train test split to split our data sets, standard scaler to normalize features that we have already discussed in our previous videos, and our three models that are logistic regression, SVM, and random forest, and metrics like accuracy score and confusion metrics to evaluate the performance of these algorithms. Now we can see that here we are preparing our data. We are pre-processing or preparing our features and labels. So we extract features into an X data frame, the five tumor measurements and labels into Y, the diagnosis, and those are converted to NumPy arrays because scikit-learn loves arrays, and it's easier for scikit-learn to analyze and model on those, when it comes to an array. So it it is easier for them. So for the pre-processing, we are using the standard scaler to standardize the feature, making their mean 0 and standard deviation 1. This is super important for logistic regression and SVM, which are sensitive to different scales, like comparing inches to miles. So like I say, okay, I went 1 inches, and if I say 1 mile, so definitely it's a very big difference. But if you are not scaling it to the same format, then it will say that, okay, these things are both similar, because as a model, it's just mathematical formulation, so they don't actually understand until you convert them into a similar format. So that's why we use standard scaler. And here in the step 5, these we trained them, we have transformed the data. Now we are using the train test split, that is, we are using the 100 like 80% for training, 20% for testing, which is about 455 and 114 samples. The random state, like 42, ensures that we get the same split every time. And now in the step 6, we are initializing the models. You can see the logistic regression, SVM, random forest. This is how you can initialize these models, and then you run those models like on this. So training and evaluating, initializing we have done. Now we are working on the training and evaluation. So we loop through each model, train it on the training set, and predict on the test data. We calculate accuracy, how many predictions were correct, and the confusion metrics, which shows true positives, true negatives, false positives, and false negative, which is one of the most important accuracy evaluation metrics that we use, because on these values only, F1 score, recall, precision is important. And on different scenarios, you have to find out like which of the score is matters most to your problem statement. If you're trying to fix the negative, there should not be false positive. Like, okay, if someone is not having cancer and you say you have cancer, then also it's wrong. But if someone does have cancer and you are saying that okay, they don't have cancer, then this is very very wrong. So you have to define like different things like our F1 score, precision, recall also is important. Now, on the basis of the results, finally we print the results. Like logistic regressions get 93.9% accuracy, SVM gets 94.7% accuracy, and random forest with 95.6% accuracy. The confusion matrix shows random forest has the fewest false positives, which is critical for not missing malignant tumors. So this is like one of the important thing that you can see the how the those things were. These are the true positives, these are the false positives, these are the true negatives, sorry, false negatives, and these are the true negatives. So these are the values, these are the confusion matrix, and on the values of these confusion matrix you can create the calculate the F1 score, your the different F1 score, precision, recall. And if you have an imbalance of data, then ROC accuracy curve is very important. If maybe if I can create one more video on the evaluation matrices with all the evaluation matrices that I used, and there is accuracy curve also, and how where to use these matrices and how to use them. I will be making a video soon on that as well. So the key takeaways of from this project is that so what did we learn like throughout like through this project is random forest performed best because it handles complex patterns like a pro. SVM and logistic regression are great too, especially for simpler or linear data. The breast cancer dataset is clean, which helped all models perform well. To make this project even better, you could use all 30 features, tune model parameters, or add matrices like precision and recall for medical accuracy. So we can do that. If you want me to do that, I'm happy to do that. But today's video was most about like how to understand what is logistic regression, SVM, and logistic regression, SVM, and random forest, and a very little basic of a decision tree as well. And I will also be posting one more video regarding the heart related issues, where I have implemented two more algorithms and I have compared those algorithms, so you might enjoy that as well. So that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell button for more machine learning models. This code is linked in the description, so try it out yourself. Let me know if the comments if you want a follow up on tuning these models or visualizing these results. So that is it from my side. See you next time, hopefully with a new project with more details. If you want something more intensive, I can move towards that. Okay, thank you so much. See you. Bye bye.